Hello and welcome to everybody to Night Talk with Joe Rocks. I'm here with Jen and Molly from the Village Sisters, and the coach naturally, and Tagline Tony.
Hello, everybody.
But before we talk to them, I wanted to go into we have a sponsor here for the next couple of weeks, and they were good. They were nice enough to send us one of their products, which is this. Can you see it? All right. It's called Chassis. It's for men. It's for their junk. And because how that happened, how that came about is that a couple of weeks ago, Tony put gold bond on his head. And as you can see, he's purple, right?
It's like a plum.
So I guess somebody noticed that or something. And so the company sent the three of us a can of Chassis. I took a shower and used it tonight, but we'll learn more about that throughout the time.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
So you said for their junk. I thought it was protein powder.
So
I just made a smoothie out of it.
Well, it has rice in it and oatmeal.
So I'm okay.
I believe
thought it was delicious.
I believe so, but I mean, it's
it might grow here. You might grow hair with it.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, you don't put it on your head though.
Yeah, no, he did that.
It's food.
Is it okay if it gives you chest pains? I'm having like some chest pains.
Yeah, you'll be fine with that. But anyway, I want to get with Jen and Molly. So, how'd you guys come about? I mean, what happened? Give us a story. Give us a rundown. Hold on. Something's wrong. Okay.
Can't hear you.
Okay, go ahead. No, we can't hear him. The hell?
Can you hear us?
They can hear us, but I want to hear them.
Oh yeah, indubitably.
We can't hear you, guys, and we're live. Just so you know.
Live but no talking.
We're live, but
we just had them a minute ago.
Yeah, we just had. What did you do? Would you change anything?
You guys change anything? Touch anything?
You have to call in again.
Hold on. Try it again now.
Can you hear us now?
Hey! Wow!
Wow! Clear.
Yeah,
hey!
We can hear you now. Yes, we can hear you now.
My eardrums.
And so
I got me one of them.
You do, yeah. We all did. All three of us. Are you going to use it though? You put it in your macaroni.
It was delicious.
Yeah. Anyway, so you guys, how long? I actually, Jen and Molly's. I met them on TikTok. I didn't meet them on TikTok. I watched their videos on TikTok, and they were really, really funny. And if you get a chance to check them out, please check them out because you'll get a good kick out of them. But anyway, the reason why I want to ask you about is when did that start? When did you start that your podcast?
The Village Sisters. Well, this is Jen, and I was the first one here in the Villages.
And also the firstborn.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay.
So we've been doing sisterly things for a few years.
That's cool.
Over 50.
No, but I mean,
so,
go ahead.
no. So then when Molly moved here last summer, we had been watching TikToks. We each had our own individual TikTok channel. And then when she got here, and a trend would come up, I think our first trend was the icky shuffle. The 44, that's me. Get your cold cuts.
Yeah.
And we happened to be at Buc-ee's on our way to the beach, and so we did a TikTok of us, me eating a sandwich, and and then Molly jumped out from behind the Buc-ee's statue, and we got some love for that one.
Really?
And then we've just been making TikToks ever since.
So, I mean, how long you been doing that though? I mean, how long you been?
Go ahead.
About a year?
Yeah.
Really?
About a year.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. I mean, are you on any other platform? Other than TikTok?
Yes,
YouTube.
we're on YouTube as well.
So you
Yeah.
have a YouTube channel is the Village Sisters? That's what it is?
Yes, sir. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. We've done some food reviews where we've gotten a bunch of different, let's say like sandwiches, like hoagies.
Who makes the best hoagies around,
Yeah.
or who makes the best pizza around? And we did food reviews.
We did taste testing.
Taste
Yeah,
testing.
okay.
Wow, sounds good.
Where were you guys from anyway?
Well, we grew up in Kansas,
Oh,
and
okay,
then
really?
yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay.
And then after we both went to college, we went our separate ways. I landed in Kentucky for many years.
And I was in Colorado for quite some time.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
beautiful there in Colorado.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kansas is nice too. You know, I've been to Kansas. It's very nice over there too, as well. But yeah.
So, are you sisters?
Yes.
Well,
Oh, okay.
Village sisters, get it?
Well, I know, but I didn't know if they were biological.
Yes, we're
Real
real
sisters.
We're real sisters, biological
That's
sisters.
awesome.
Yeah. So, you know, so how long you been in the villages for? For a couple of years?
So I've been in the villages for 6 years.
Oh, wow.
And I've been here for just one.
Oh, okay, so you're a newbie. You're a newbie.
I am the newbie.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay. All right, I got you.
Living the dream.
So you've been there for 1 year, Molly. How do you like it?
I love it. I absolutely love it here. Primarily my sister's here, and so now we're up to all sorts of shenanigans.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were doing cardio drumming. Like, you know, they put the big exercise balls on a tub and you bang with drumsticks to music.
Yeah.
I would bet they don't even know what cardio drumming is.
Well, that's why I just explained it. So we were
No,
doing
she
cardio
explained it, Jen.
drumming.
Yeah. Go ahead.
But we were, you know, kind of ad-libbing and having our own fun. And someone turned around and said, "Does your mother know you girls are having this much fun?"
Yeah, I mean, it's a beautiful place. I mean, you keep
Yeah.
the grounds nice and things like that. And
Yeah, it's a 55 plus community. So you know, we're on the low end, we're the youngins.
The youngins. You guys are the youngins.
yeah, well,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, so what's the average age over there? I mean, in other words, like what's the demographics over there as far as that goes? I mean, you know, there are a lot.
Well, so it is a 55 plus community.
Yeah.
And I don't know, the average is somewhere around 76, 77,
Oh, no
something like
kidding.
that.
Wow.
And it's kind of in the
That's the average.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
average. That's the
Coach, you
average.
go in there, you'd be new meat. Okay.
You would, yes,
Yeah.
actually.
New meat.
I think
I'm only
yeah.
45.
There are far more women than men in the villages. So anytime a new man
Oh, there
moves in, they are hot commodities.
Yeah.
No, there were more women than men. I thought. There
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that before. There's more women
Yeah.
in there than men.
Was. Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's because men die sooner.
Oh, great.
Oh, thanks for that.
Thanks
Thanks
for
Thanks for that.
she's
Thanks for
spitting
that.
facts.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I mean, it's a. I mean, you must have seen it. You must have seen.
Oh, yeah,
pictures
yeah.
of it and stuff like that. Tony, you must have. Well, I don't know if Tony.
Yeah, I watched a YouTube video about the villages. It was like an hour and a half or something.
Yeah.
It was
That's a long video.
Yeah.
yeah, it was a long.
It's something like 35 square miles, over 150,000 people. It takes us at least a half an hour to drive from the north end to the south end. It is huge.
Huge. Yeah.
We call it the bubble because everything is included inside. You've got shopping. We got a Costco coming to the villages. It's opening this summer. We have squares that have live music every day of the year, 365 days a year, with live music from 5 to 9.
Is there a hospital? There's a hospital there too, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yep, there's a hospital, 2 ERs, and they're building a hospital in the southern area.
Well, it looks like I'm packing my bags.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I mean,
That's
just-
right.
That's crazy. I mean, and then they have the well, not the younger villages. I shouldn't say it's the younger villages, but the Middleton is a family.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Milton is for families.
Yeah.
So it's not a 55 and over community. So it is for young families.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I checked that out. It's pretty nice. I don't know if you guys ever checked that out. Did you check it out?
Oh yeah, we took the trolley tour of the brand new areas and
Oh.
got to go to Middleton.
No.
How big is that place?
It's-
The Middleton is just like one of the villages.
Yeah.
It's It has its own pool. It's close to the brand new school that they built.
Wow.
You can imagine the kind of people that we need to work in the villages at all the different stores and restaurants and
Yeah, true. Yeah,
healthcare.
yeah.
And so they're trying to have some areas where the families can move in and live near us, but not necessarily with us.
Yeah. Well, you can move into the villages as long as one person's over 55 or 70.
That's right.
Well, actually, 20% of the population that in the villages can be under 55. So when I bought my house with my husband, we were both under 55.
Mhm.
But you can't have kids. You can't have small children.
No, right. You can't have anybody that is under 21 for more than 30 days in a calendar year.
Okay, but I mean, they can go shopping and down the restaurants, right? I mean,
Oh yeah.
Oh,
absolutely.
yeah. Have fun at the squares.
Yeah, people from all around come into the villages for the entertainment, because we do have the 4 different places with live music every night, and then all sorts of great restaurants. So yeah, people from all around come into the villages for the food and the entertainment.
Can I say something as a technical matter? Joe, your volume, unless you're close to the mic, is much lower than their volume. And Coach, we can hardly hear you. I don't know if you're far away from the mic.
I'm right on top of it.
I can crank them up.
Yeah.
Crank
You-
it up, baby.
All right. How about now?
Yeah, much better.
All right.
Did you
How
girls,
about now?
did you guys feel that way?
What?
I'm asking the Village Sisters. Did you notice that? Was the volume low for
No,
them?
I can hear everybody just fine.
Yeah, but Joe sounded a little bit quieter than we're a little loud.
No,
As you
no.
might have
No.
You can tell.
No, you're perfect.
Oh, you're
We're a
perfect.
little loud,
Yeah.
our sisters.
No, you guys are perfect. You guys,
Dennis, can you say something?
Hello.
yeah, we can hear it.
Yeah.
I'm packing my bags. I'm thinking I get some.
That's a perfect
flights.
place for you,
Yeah,
man. I
damn
mean,
right.
you'd have a lot of laughs down there.
Damn
man.
right.
You'd have a lot of laughs. So I mean, you must have a golf cart, right? It's a golf cart community.
We both do.
Of course, we have a golf
Yeah,
cart.
as I figured. You know what I mean? I
You
figured.
can golf cart anywhere in the villages.
You can golf cart to Walmart. You can golf cart to Culver's
Yeah,
restaurant. You golf cart everywhere.
everywhere.
So yeah, and I heard that you can golf cart from Middleton over to the villages as well, right? Can you?
Oh, sure. Yeah, they're connected. Yeah.
That's what that's what I heard. That's what I heard. But yeah, so now there's a lot of married couples and things like that over there, right? Yeah. And so what's the deal with everything that's going on there? All the what do you call that? What do you call that?
The loofahs and the STDs.
Oh, yeah, all that. No, I already know about the STDs. But I
I don't.
No.
It's
I hear about them.
We don't. Tony and I don't know.
Okay, you could tell them. Go ahead.
Dennis might have to cancel his plans.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So there's 2 things. One is at one point in time, the villages was the highest percentage
Correct.
of STDs
Yeah.
In Florida. I don't know, maybe the United States.
That's
I
what
don't
they
know.
say. That's what
Really?
they say.
That's what they say. Though I work in healthcare and I really don't see that as much. So I think most of that is a rumor. Now, speaking of rumors, the whole loofah thing, they would say that the color of loofah, the shower loofahs, you know
Yeah.
what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you. Yep.
So that you put a color loofah on top of your golf cart, which is supposed to tell you or everybody what level of swinger you are.
Wow.
Okay. All the way from watching to full swapping.
Wow.
Wow.
Each color was supposed to mean different levels.
Different levels. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
How about the
But honestly,
pineapple?
I
How about the
hate-
pineapple?
Oh, yeah. Well,
No, one thing at a time. One thing.
the truth of the matter is that might have been true when the children of the 60s were here
And young.
and young. But it's just really not a thing now. You know what? People put loofahs on the top of their cars in order to find their cars in the parking lots.
Yeah. That's
But
what
we
I heard
really
that.
don't see the loofahs.
I heard that.
It's a funny thing that people talk about, but honestly, it's just not real.
Yeah.
I mean, there's probably swingers. Don't get me wrong, but they're not putting loofahs on top of their golf carts.
And the pineapple, the representation of the pineapple is if the pineapple is upside down,
Correct.
then you're supposed to be a swinger.
Correct.
But that's not something that we see here either.
Okay.
I mean, I'm like she said, like Jen said, I'm sure there are swingers, but I mean, it's not a big thing here, really,
I think-
or at least my world.
Dennis, how do you know so much about this?
Oh,
They live
swingers?
there.
I got
Oh,
a
Dennis?
I got a Polaroid swinger before.
He knows about that stuff.
One of them cameras, remember?
He knows about all that stuff, and are there some some of the restaurants that are there, I mean, I know I'm bouncing all over the place, but some of the restaurants there, what are they? Are they all chain restaurants, or are they, I mean, are they any good steakhouses and places like that to eat and stuff like that? So there's all kinds of places to eat over there, right? I mean,
They're excellent steakhouses. I just had a birthday, and we went out to a Prima Italian restaurant. I mean, it was fantastic.
Really?
And they of course they have a lot of chains here as well. We have all the chains you can think of, including Portillo's. Portillo's?
No, it's the hot dog.
The hot
place.
dog place.
It's
Portillo's
it's
is coming.
coming. It's coming.
But around the squares where the entertainment is, a lot of those are independent restaurants that are really top notch.
yeah,
Not as good a steak as you get in Kansas, though.
That's right.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
But the seafood here is better than in Kansas.
Believe
Really?
that.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
yeah, I can imagine.
It ain't saying much.
Yeah, well, I mean, what? Kansas is no ocean around them.
Yeah, it's all warm water shit.
What do you mean?
It's for seafood.
Crawdads and catfish.
No,
Yeah.
no, they have shrimp there. They got shrimp.
I could eat catfish
They
every
got
day.
soft shell lobster.
Yeah, they're not the same as New England.
Oh no,
Not the
no,
same at
no.
all.
So did you guys ever have New England lobster? Maine lobster?
I did. Yep.
Yeah.
Kittering Point, Maine was my very first lobster.
Oh,
There
no
you go.
kidding.
Hillary
Oh, so you've
Point?
been up to this area?
Hillary Point?
Yeah, you bet. We took our kids to Boston.
Oh no,
I was there today.
where Kittery?
Oh,
I
kidding?
was through there. Yeah.
Neat.
Wow.
Now, I remember first time we went to Boston, I took our kids to the Red Sox game. My kids were
Oh,
probably
boy.
7 and
That's a-
9.
That's a sore
And it
subject right now.
What?
Uh-oh. And the people
It's
behind
doing
us were a little rowdy. And my son leaned over and said, Mom, is that what a drunk person looks like?
And apparently you shook your head, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. Right.
We don't talk much about the Red Sox these days.
Well, yeah, I don't watch the Red Sox.
They're horrible.
Yeah,
Horrible.
I don't really watch the Red Sox.
They're in a rough stretch. They've lost 17 one-run games, which is
Yeah.
statistically almost impossible.
Really? Well, again, I don't watch.
They've only played 50 games, and they've lost 17 of them by 1 run.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, they're doing horrible.
So, I mean, another thing is, you guys golf. I mean, there's a ton of golf in there, right? I mean, right?
Lots of golf.
Yeah. I mean,
Lots of golf and lots of free golf too. We have an amenity fee that we pay that allows us to play golf for free every day of the year on our par 3, par 4 courses.
Wow.
If you want to take your golf cart, you'll have to pay a golf cart fee for the year in order to use your golf cart. But if you want to walk on the courses, it doesn't cost you a penny.
Wow.
I take my car.
Is it crowded? Does it feel crowded down there at times, or is it pretty well spread out?
Speak of that.
Well, the only time it feels crowded would be January through March, which is snowbird season. So when all the people are escaping the snow up north, and they will rent a place down here for 3 months. And so from January to March, it seems a little crowded, but now it's awesome. There's no crowds,
Oh, I can rent the
May
place.
through
Huh?
October.
I can
Well,
rent
don't you need
You
asbestos
can.
underwear at this time of
I
year?
can rent the place.
You can rent a place down there as well.
I can go
Yeah.
rent the place.
Oh, I didn't know.
Lots of houses are used for short-term rentals, especially during snowbird season, because we get quite the premium rent for snowbird season. Because
What's the
just think
range?
about it, you can come down here, the range is probably between 4,500 and 6,500 per month.
Wow.
Wow. That's
Yeah, but that'll include, many times that'll include a golf cart, and of course you can play all the golf you want and all the activities you want. And,
yeah.
Nice.
Pools.
pools, yeah,
Lots of
swimming, lots
pools.
of pools.
Yeah.
One pool?
No, there's
No,
there's
lots of lots.
Say
they have
lots of
pools all
pools.
over.
Hundreds of
Well,
pools.
yeah,
yeah.
Hundreds of
You're gonna have
pools.
one pool for 150,000
Yeah,
people.
they have all kinds of pools over there. Are you kidding me?
And a nice long waiting line to get in.
That's how you'll lead the country in STDs, Dennis.
What?
Wow.
You have 150,000 people in one pool.
Oh no. Yeah, I mean, you must. Yeah, I'm sure you've seen them. It's
No, I've never-
it's a beautiful place because my aunt lives there. You know, she lives down there too.
Your aunt lives down here?
Yeah, yeah.
When was the last time you visited her?
Probably
Never.
no. I probably visited her about 10 years ago.
Oh, quite a bit bigger now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she has a house down there. She loves it over there. She really enjoys herself. Her and her husband.
We do too. We really love it here too.
Yeah, she tells me, you got to come here. You got to come here. Sure. What am I gonna do there? You know what I mean? I mean, yeah, I'm it'd be nice to do that, but you have to work. It's something, like in Florida, people work, right? I mean, they're not. Well, those people don't work. Well, most people in villages don't work anyway, right?
I would say most don't.
I would say most, but there is quite a bit of those of us in our 50s, we're still
working full time, yeah.
and having fun here.
Yeah.
Joe, what color loofah does your aunt have?
She doesn't have a loafer. She's very Catholic.
You have loofahs?
I think that's a white loofah, the Catholic.
Yeah. Yeah, she goes to church. And stuff like that. They got churches there, and they got all kinds of churches and things like that too. I mean,
yeah.
So I mean, what is the miserable time there? What time of year is miserable time to live there? Like, in other words, is it summertime? Or?
August is
Pretty hot.
July, August is pretty crazy. The pools even feel like bathwater because it's so hot.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hot down there, that's for sure.
Yeah. I mean.
Yeah. July, August, you do a lot of stuff early in the morning.
Yeah.
We like to go for walks.
Right.
We'll go for a walk first thing in the morning rather than afternoon.
And we play pickleball too. Pickleball is getting super popular, and the Villages leads. We're one of the most popular places for pickleball in the United States.
So
don't they have a league now?
No, I mean,
Pickleball league.
I don't know if they have a league, but isn't that like tennis kind of? In a way?
On a smaller scale, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Little like what do you think? Badminton meets ping pong meets tennis.
Okay.
Almost like a whiff. Isn't it like a wiffle ball?
Wiffle ball.
Wiffle ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, wiffle ball with a wooden paddle that's a little bit bigger than a ping pong paddle.
Yeah. So the name of their podcast is We Don't Care. We don't care, right? We Don't Care Club.
Well, there was the We Don't Care Club. We saw that with a gal named Just Being Melanie. She started it on TikTok, and she started it because she was going through perimenopause and all the things that come with that.
You almost choked him. I'm not giving you mouth to mouth, so forget it.
All the things that come with menopause and perimenopause, and the fact that sometimes we just don't care about things anymore.
Right.
You know what? When you've got brain fog and you're tired, and
I don't care how many times I have where the ketchup is, you're gonna find it on your own.
No, when I seen it, she said like deadpan. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that's part of the shtick.
Yeah, I mean, that was like
deadpan.
I go, oh,
you have a handmade sign saying that you're part of the double glasses.
Yeah,
you gotta have glasses here, glasses here.
Nameplates on the shirts. Their nameplates on the. It's funny as hell. It was funny. Yeah, I mean, if you guys, if anybody out there, I know we got a lot of watchers, but if anybody out there, check them out. They're on on YouTube.
TikTok.
Yeah, on TikTok.
Our
See, I don't. I mean, TikTok is kind of. I'm on TikTok, but I don't. I say things on TikTok, and I always get like my comments get taken down. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Because some of the women on TikTok, I'll say a comment to get a rise out of them. Do you know what I mean? To aggravate them, and then they'll take my thing down. You know,
Women love that, Joe. They just
no,
love
but I mean, no, there was like this woman this morning. She's saying she went on 211 first dates. You know, and she's talking about date number 143. I mean, and if you would listen to her, you get aggravated. Do you know what I'm saying? It was that kind of, but there's a lot of strange people on TikTok. You know?
But there's a lot of fun trends,
There
and
are.
so if there's all kinds of fun trends, you're gonna find us in the villages doing those trends, and that's what we think is fun. Just doing something together with your sister. Actually, our parents have moved here.
Oh, no kidding! Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's good.
So we all live in the villages.
Listen, our parents who have been divorced since I was in middle school are now both here.
In different houses.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It sounds like me.
And
Yeah.
fun.
That's different. That is
And
different.
so sometimes we'll include our parents in the TikToks.
Nice.
And of course, husbands and boyfriends sometimes
Wow.
get drug into it too.
That's crazy.
Do they get along, your parents?
they do.
do.
I mean, of course, not back in the day they didn't, but they do now.
Yeah.
Good.
I
good.
guess once you hit your 80s, you just don't hold grudges anymore.
Wow.
They really don't care anymore.
They don't care
They really
anymore.
don't care.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Good.
But yeah, so I mean, holy shit. Yeah, that's funny. That is funny. Well, your whole family's there, right? You know,
Yeah.
pretty much, yeah. So, but
I was the last one to come down here to Florida.
so I mean, and you say you love you love it. So I mean, yeah. I mean, other than
Yeah.
the weather, right?
I mean, I still like the heat. It's better than driving in snow.
But what about
Yeah.
the hurricanes?
You know, the villages is so far inland that we really haven't been affected by hurricanes in like the last 10 years. There's been one.
Significantly affected anyway. Yeah.
All of our utilities are buried under the ground, so
Yeah.
we don't lose power. We haven't lost power here in the villages at a hurricane since I've been here, and that's been 6 years.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's right. Everything's underground over there, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good too. And you're about an hour away from the beaches, right? Either right?
Yep. Either way, just a little over an hour either way. And we're an hour from Orlando as well.
Disney, yeah. Disney. That's what I like.
Yeah.
Yep.
Disney, you know.
I do too.
Too. We're,
Yeah.
we're annual pass holders. So.
Oh, no kidding. No kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah. Disney is expensive now, isn't it though? You know, has
That's why we're pass holders.
Yeah.
yeah, because Florida residents get discounts, don't they?
Yes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So that's good. Well, you can get discount too, because
I got
Because,
discount from SeaWorld.
yeah, the coach has a house down in Cocoa Beach.
Cocoa Beach.
Yeah, which is
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
yeah. So
Yeah.
he's not too not too far away and stuff like that. So, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy. It's I am I'm just amazed at all the different things that they have down there, because they have a lot of clubs and stuff too, don't they?
For everything you can imagine.
Really?
They had a car show the other night that we went to was just Teslas. People who belong to a Tesla club. They brought their Teslas down to one of the squares, and we walked around looking at different Teslas and talking to people. My dad likes to play, what's that card game?
Was
Not
he-
spades. Whist.
was he-
Oh, Whist.
Whist.
Yeah, I know how to play Whist. That's
Yeah.
good. Yeah, that's a good game. Yeah, Whist is good. Military
Yeah, I
Whist
mean-
is. Yeah.
They have Mahjong.
Mahjong.
Yeah,
That I don't
you
know. That I don't-
Bocce ball.
Oh, bocce's good. Yeah, Tony, you know how to
Yeah.
play
Yeah.
bocce, right, Tony?
Tony knows about it.
Right?
And if you're all the states have their own clubs. There's a Kansas club. There's a Minnesota club. You know all that. And
I wonder if there's a New Hampshire club. Right?
I'm sure there is.
Oh, really?
I should go down and find out.
Yeah, you should. You
You
should
should-
go down there and find out.
Company should send me down.
Yeah,
There's
like-
we'll do that.
3,000 clubs. 3,000.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
See?
I think you should be on assignment maybe next week.
Yeah, on assignment next week.
Yeah.
There we go.
No, I mean, if you go down, if you go look, right, they'll give you the villages will give you you can stay in these like bungalows or whatever. They like $99 or something like that. You can stay for 3
Yeah,
nights.
it's called a lifestyle visit. So you can set up a lifestyle visit for however many days, and then you get a pass to go and do the different activities and check things out. Yeah.
See,
Hmm.
$99.
Are there a lot of places for sale at any given time?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot right now because houses are kind of at a standstill here in Florida at the moment.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can find any that are like 2-bedroom, 2-bath. You can find little patio villas that are like 1,000 square feet, that don't have much yard, all the way up to $1 million homes.
And what are the ranges? What are the ranges on the, for the normal houses? What are they?
We were looking at a house today online that was 250,
and that would be the lower end.
and it was 2-bed, 2-bath, 250.
Okay, but I would say most of them are probably up in the 325 to 425 range.
Yeah.
And these are detached houses. These are single family
Yes.
houses.
And
Are there better neighborhoods? I mean, I'm sure people prefer different things, but are there areas that are considered nicer, or any of them run down? Are they safer?
None of them
Never
are
run
run down. You
Oh,
can't
okay.
have anything
Well,
down.
why
They
is
will
that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody loves the village that they're in,
Mhm.
and everyone's gonna argue that their village is the best village,
like where I live.
like where I live.
How many of them are there? How many villages are there?
121, something like that. 121 villages,
Wow.
Okay.
which is really just another name for a neighborhood. You
It's
have
subdivision.
a
Yeah,
subdivision.
true,
You have
yeah.
your own. You have at least 2 up to 3 pools. You have tennis courts, pickleball courts, whatever. You'll have at least 1, maybe 2 or 3 rec centers per your village. There are some that have more of a younger crowd. Some of the newer areas tend to have a little bit,
Well, sure. With the new houses, and people come in new, tend to be younger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is the land kind of owned in common? Is it like a condominium, or do you own your own lot? Can you do what you want in your yard, or how does that work?
good question. You can't always do what you want because there are quite several rules about what you can and can't do to your front yard, your side yard, or your backyard.
Okay.
But the common areas at the squares, or what's it called, in the middle of the street, like where they put all the flowers and all of the
Berm.
I don't know.
The landscape.
Yeah, the boulevardy type thing.
The green space.
The green space. They're always changing flowers in the green space. And what were we talking about?
Can you have your own pool? Can you put in your own pool on your?
Yes. There are a lot of people that have their own pool. Personally, we think that's a little bit crazy because there's so many pools.
Right.
Why would you want to have the upkeep of your own? My pool, my subdivision pool, would be 4 blocks away.
And mine is 1 block away.
So, but you can put a pool in. You can.
You can.
You can, but you have to apply. And you have to. Yeah, you have to.
I know.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I don't want one anyway.
Yeah, you have to apply and get everything approved. We even have to apply to have new roofs put on to get the color of the shingles approved.
Oh, really?
But we don't do that. The shingle people would.
So it's really
The roofers,
restricted.
but they still have to
It's
do it.
really
Oh,
restrictive over there then.
Yeah.
I mean,
There's
There's
some
a big
restrictions.
brouhaha in one of the villages about putting little white crosses that represent your dead pets. And so somebody didn't like somebody's white cross. And so there was a big brouhaha about that. And then the committee for that village decided they didn't want any white crosses. So it's
there's
just,
always somebody who has nothing better to do than to complain about.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That's all across
everywhere.
you
America.
know why?
That's
There's a
all
lot
across, that's all over the world.
yeah, there's all
Yeah.
because all the single ladies are over there. They got nothing.
Ooh.
Do you have any alligators in there?
No, they.
Yeah.
oh
Oh,
yeah,
they do?
every retention pond is going to have at least 1 alligator.
Do you know how you can tell if there's an alligator in the pond?
No, tell us, Molly.
If the water's wet, there's an alligator.
Okay. Got it.
Okay. So it's in every pond then pretty much over
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Yeah. That's I mean, but, you know,
Florida.
How's the married people compared to single? As in, what's the people? You know what I mean?
Ratio.
Well, there
The
are a lot
ratio.
of
Thank you,
people.
Tony. The ratio.
Oh, the
Oh,
ratio.
ratio?
Yeah, the ratio.
I'm not sure that.
I don't know that, but I know that our mother moved down here single, and now she's not,
She's living with somebody.
and she's 80.
Yeah.
God bless her.
Shit,
God bless
really?
her.
Good for her.
Wow.
Good for her.
But the
Yeah.
ratio, the ratio is that close, really?
And she met him. She met him in a singles club. So
Right.
there are so many singles clubs in the villages.
No,
In the
no.
villages, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
She's 80 and she moved in
Yeah.
with a guy. She's
Yeah.
shacking up.
Yes.
She's
And
Yeah.
shacking
she had several boyfriends before that.
Well, maybe
Holy
we should
shit.
go into that.
up. All right. And so, I mean, yeah. So, so there's more women than men in the villages, right? As you said.
Yeah, that's what they said.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because all the guys die.
Yeah.
They just die out, and then all these women are running around complaining about white crosses and stuff like that all over the place.
I'm not dead yet.
Oh man! Wow.
Well,
Yeah.
we've been grilling these two nice women. Do you have any questions for us?
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, no, they probably don't. Well, there's nothing interesting about us. What's so interesting about us? Really-
I took a shower today.
yeah, I took a shower today too, but
I
I
ate
mean,
dinner and
no, I mean we
Had a couple of beers.
we don't have we don't have like an active life like you guys do. I mean, except Tony does, but
yeah.
right? He's always active.
Yeah.
And did you?
Well, I tell you what, you should just decide to come down to the villages. You can just rent a house for a month. There are several websites like Rent from a Villager, rentfromavillager.com, and you could just rent the house for one of the months. If you want to go on one of the shoulder months, like come in April or come in October or November, those are great months. The snowbirds aren't quite so plentiful, and you can just get to know what the villages is all about.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that guy down there. I don't know. The guy that he was down there that thrifted home. The old guy. He has. I don't know. We probably don't have the same feeds, right? We have different feeds, right?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, because I don't really see them that much. It just happened one time. You know what I mean? You wanted to,
Having to come across it.
Yeah. So, and that's another thing. And so I did a promo for you guys, and then what happened is TikTok, they throttle it down. They throttle any commercial type of thing. They throttle it down.
Mhm.
I put the dogs up there, and there's all and with you guys, and everything goes up again. You know what I mean? So it's crazy. That's why I don't like TikTok that much.
We've made 0 cents, zero cents on anything.
Oh no!
But that's we don't care.
No, I mean no. I don't care about making
Yeah, we're
money.
just having fun.
But I mean,
Yeah.
at least I get $5.17 from Facebook. I mean, it's
And he has to give me the 17 cents.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
I have to pay him.
yeah, no, I mean, all these. I mean, I don't know how much people make on TikTok. There's probably, I don't know. Some people make a lot of money, I guess. I don't really know. I mean, you have to have millions of followers, and that
oh yeah.
We don't have that.
Out of our league. We don't have the
Yeah, we're not
capability to do
yeah,
all that.
yeah, we're just
Which I know must be shocking just listening to us that we don't have.
yeah.
Five,
But on Facebook,
Follow.
we do about 640. So I mean, we have a good following. And we have a couple 100,000 followers and listeners and things like that in the other places. So we do all right. We do all right, and that's why we have another sponsor coming up pretty soon. It's that one's really it's crazy, but that's all minimal stuff. I mean, that's not, you don't make any money with that stuff. I mean,
Right.
other than they'll send you product. Stuff like that type of thing.
They haven't asked us any questions yet.
Yeah, you can ask us questions.
Are we
Yeah,
that boring?
no. I mean, we're doing all the talking. You're not doing.
You told them you were. Why would they ask a question?
Do you have any questions for the coach?
Any
I
questions?
have a question for the coach. Coach, is that a Christmas tree behind you?
Yes, it is.
It's lovely.
See, I told you it'd be nice.
Yeah. No.
That can put that in our We Do Not Care Club. We do
We
not
don't care
care.
that it is not December.
We're
We're
gonna-
gonna put our Christmas tree
We're,
up.
we're gonna keep it up.
So
Yep.
There you go.
I have 2 Christmas trees up. This one here, which is the Protestant tree, and then I got a Catholic tree in the front. It's all color, you know. So we're multi-denominational. Multi-denominational.
They're in the same room, in case you didn't know.
Yeah, we're in the same room. See,
Oh,
you know,
You did not
I'm
know.
over here. See, that's me over here.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not here.
Sometimes the coach.
You're not all
broadcasts-
there.
Yeah. Sometimes the coach broadcasts from his house. In his house, and so
Depends how many beers I've had.
yeah, it depends because it is a long drive, right?
Long.
Yeah,
Long
it's a
walk.
drive. So, I mean, do you have any questions for Tony? Is like, why is he purple?
Oh, do-
I would like to know what Tony's tagline is.
I have no tagline. He
So-
made this up. I just answer to anything.
No, I want to tell you something about Tony, right? So, the coach and I have been doing this for, I don't know, maybe about 8 years, to tell you the truth. And we've done, hundreds of shows, I guess, right?
Couple.
109. What is this?
Oh,
197.
this is 198 or something like that. But Tony is he brings a different dynamic to the show, huh? Doesn't he? Because he's always on point with certain things. The coach has been here for a couple hundred shows, pretty much, and he hasn't really done anything, right? Except sat there, right? Pretty much.
Drink.
Yeah, drink and suck down booze.
Suck down my beers.
Yeah, that's about it. But Tony, he brings the show together, I would say, right? Wouldn't you say that?
I ain't gonna tell him that.
Well, we've had multiple,
True.
co-hosts and things like that, multiple shows, and we're a hard group to fit in, because we're actually pretty, good tonight, as far as being good. Well, because we don't really talk like this. We don't talk like this.
Well, the girls have been doing all the talking, so.
No, they have been doing all the talking and answering all the questions, but I mean, we don't really talk like this. We talk out of respect like this, but we don't really talk like this, kind of, right? Do we?
No, not really. Tony does.
Yeah, Tony does it. Yeah, Tony does. But yeah, we've been doing this for a while, the coach and I. And Tony's fairly new, and so he comes up with these taglines, and that's why I call him Tagline Tony.
I don't even know what a tagline is. So
You don't?
not really.
When you're going fishing on your boat, tagline.
No, a tagline is like from a store, stuff like that. You know what I
You mean
mean?
like a motto?
A motto, yeah, kind of like a motto, stuff like that. Actually, I took the coach's name tag off because I didn't know if he was coming tonight. I just put him camera 2.
What?
Yeah, just camera 2. That's what you get.
See it on the bottom of your thing, Coach?
Camera 2.
What happened?
You just get camera 2.
You were 40 minutes late last
Did
week.
you? So I'm just curious because we have a ton of watches now. Did you share this out? Did you share this out to your friends and things like that? Just your show that you was coming here?
Yes.
yeah.
Okay, that's
We
it.
did.
Yeah, I could tell. I could
Never
tell.
talk to you again.
Yeah, no, I can tell. I can tell. We got a lot of people here. There's a lot of people. And just so you know, these shows are audio, and they're shared out into everywhere. A lot of people don't want to come and look at us, right?
Sure.
So they listen to us on Spotify and iHeart and iTunes and Amazon and all these places and stuff. And so that should be out, in a couple of hours, I would say, on that one.
I have a true story. I was having trouble falling asleep the other night. And I said, "What? I just couldn't fall asleep." So I turned on the show. I just left it on and I fell asleep, I think, after 5 to 10 minutes.
Everybody's always making fun of the show. Okay. And let me tell you something. We have a lot of closet night talk people. Okay. They pretend like they don't listen to it, but they do listen to it because I can pinpoint who's listening because they send me computer things and print those out. And so I think that, when you're in a restaurant with somebody and, somebody's talking behind your head and they sound interesting, like, or you catch a word, you try to listen to them. That's what I think people do on this show. This is not like a show. I think people like regular people when they're talking. I think if you're like a sports person or a movie star or something like that, it can get boring after a while if you keep doing these shows. But we're always having we've had all kinds of people on here, right? I mean, all kinds, and it's a lot of fun. I like meeting people.
Actors.
Yeah, I like meeting people. I like talking to people and stuff like that. And so that's why we've been doing this basically. Yeah, no, I'm all set. I'm all set. And plus, but that's why we've been doing this for a long time. And some of our shows are really raunchy. I mean, really, really bad, really bad.
We did talk about swinging. I mean, that's kind of raunchy.
Yeah, but not really.
We didn't go into that much detail.
Yeah, we didn't go to any. You guys didn't go into any detail. You know what I mean? Any dirt.
I mean, it's not too late.
Yeah. No. You know what I mean? But it's and the raunchy ones. Our audience is 60-40, so that's basically that's what our audience is, and so we try to keep it as clean as possible. But sometimes when you're drinking and stuff like that, you really can't. You really, really can't.
Mm-hmm.
So you got anything? Anything to for Tony? Any questions for Tony?
Tony, what are you retired? You still work?
No, I
Where
still
you
work.
from?
I still work.
Yeah.
I do still work. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't sound quite as Boston-y as your other two friends do.
Oh, really? Well, I grew up in Rhode Island, which has its own accent, but New Hampshire is a little less. Those two guys grew up in Massachusetts, so they.
Yeah. No, I'm not from New Hampshire. I'm like a fish out of water up here. These people are soft. You know what I mean? They're gone. You know what I mean? They're right, Coach. A lot of people around here are strange.
Very.
Yeah, they're strange. Yeah, they're strange. I mean, the further north you get, the worse it gets, right?
Yes. Yes.
There's a lot of mass holes that live around here. We would be considered a mass hole because.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's what we are.
Border jumpers.
Yeah, border jumpers. Yeah, but the thing is, New Hampshire is just like Florida. I mean, as far as taxes and things like that, we don't have any sales tax. We don't have any excise tax. We don't have any income tax.
Right. We don't have any income tax either.
Yeah, we don't have that. So our state motto is live free or die. Basically, is what it is, right?
Live free or die trying.
Oh yeah.
Live free or die.
Trying.
Yeah, but yeah. So when you was in Boston, where'd you go?
Oh, when we were in Boston, when we took kids?
Yeah.
Oh,
and kids. You went.
Oh, yeah. We took kids. We did the what's that called? The Liberty Trail?
Freedom Trail.
Okay. Yeah.
Freedom Trail.
Yeah. Freedom Trail.
We did Freedom Trail. I mean, it was kind of an educational fun thing, and then we took the kids up to Maine, and they got to pick a lobster off the boat and eat it.
Maine's
So,
beautiful.
Maine's
beautiful.
when you have two boys, that was important.
Yeah. So did you know that Boston is the second most visited city other than Disney?
Oh,
Wow.
did not know that.
Yeah. So that's kind of weird.
Other
Boston,
than where?
Disney's first. People go to Disney first, but Boston is
Really? I didn't know
second. Yeah. Because of the history, I guess people come here, and they don't want to get shot in Philadelphia. Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, no, Boston's a nice walking
that. Better
city.
getting shot in Boston.
Yeah, you better not get shot in Boston. Yeah. No,
Because they have good hospitals. They can,
yeah. There's there's a lot of good points about living in and around this area. But not like what you guys got. You know what I mean?
We have a whole lot of Northeasterners that come and settle down here.
Mm-hmm.
A lot more than Midwesterners.
Really?
New Jersey. Oh yeah, New Jersey,
New York.
Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Really?
Okay.
I thought a lot of people from the Midwest, like Ohio and places like that. Would,
Well, I mean, Ohio and Pennsylvania, probably some, but vast majority are going to be from New Jersey, East Coast.
Yeah.
wow, that's.
Yeah, your accent sounds like most people that live on my street.
No kid, really? Wow, that's different. Well, would that be you have an accent too, don't you, Tony?
well,
No, not really.
I think we all.
No, he did.
You don't have an accent.
Probably not. It's not a Boston accent. It's more. I used to have. I mean, when I was a kid, I had a Rhode Island accent, which is kind of almost between Boston and New York. But I've lived in New Hampshire for 40 years, and
heard
I've
it.
lost a lot of it.
Rhode Island accent, did you? The state is too small to have an accent.
Oh, it has an accent.
Huh?
It does. It has its own accent. It's weird.
Really?
Yeah. Sometimes I can, like, if I try to talk like I used to, I can't do it. But sometimes it just comes out. So like my kids will tease me once in a while. Dad, they'll repeat what I said, and they'll say, "Dad, that's the Rhode Island. You know, that's the Rhode Island coming out."
Yeah. Oh boy, I don't know.
Park the car.
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna go park the car.
yeah, that's Boston. That's why they talk.
In Harvard Yard.
Yeah, that's why they talk in Boston. So yeah, I mean, geez, I mean, you know, once. So there's a couple of things that I wanted you to, I know that we caught you on the spot, but a couple of things that you just don't care about. I wanted these guys to hear a couple of things that you just don't care about. If you can go to a little stick like that, so they can see what I seen. Basically, what I mean. That's how this is how I pulled them up. On the two of them. I don't know if they can do that on the spot, but
I think golf and you can do drive. Y'all, do you guys have roundabouts in your area?
Yes,
on
we
streets?
do. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, we don't
Okay.
we call them rotaries, but yeah,
Yeah, now today they call them roundabouts.
they do.
Yeah.
I know we call them. I
Yeah.
still call them rotary. Yeah, but
Oh, I do too.
We have a lot of them in the villages, lots.
Yeah.
So I do not care if you drive 20 miles an hour in the roundabout. But for the love of God, don't turn on your turn signal. You can only go one
Oh.
direction.
Yeah.
you see,
I do not care if you see me kick my golf ball out of the rough. My score is my score.
It ain't your business.
Your business.
I do not care what you think if you see me pushing my dog in a baby stroller. He tired.
It's hot too. Yeah. I do not care if I have to wear a knee brace in order to play pickleball. I'm still going to play.
And she might beat you.
Yep.
I don't care if I got jiggly bits on my arms. I'm still gonna wear a sleeveless shirt.
Mm-hmm.
It's hot.
Good for
It's
you.
hot.
It's hot.
good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, very, very good. I mean, Molly had two pairs of glasses on, which were funny. And they have these name tags. Yeah, this is how she was.
That's the way Coach is every week.
No, but I mean, people. I think that some people commented on that, didn't you?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, lots of people
on
did.
TikTok. They stupid things over there, on TikTok. But yeah, it's really, really funny. I mean, it's
And there really are people that push their dogs in baby strollers.
They do.
That is a thing here.
Not us. We have cats. But
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I couldn't push my dogs; they're too big. Right? They're just too big. But I know people do that. They do that around here too, and I don't really.
Yeah.
That doesn't bother me. That doesn't bother me.
we don't care. We
Yeah.
really don't care what
And
you
I don't
think.
care either. I don't care about people pushing dogs and stuff like that. Or what other thing did they say? They said something about they said about the pickleball. I remember that, and they and then but there was a couple of other things. But yeah, it was you'd
I
have.
do not care if I have to carry my dog's poop in a little blue
That's
bag.
right, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
and go for a walk.
See, I can relate to that because I got dogs, right? You know what I mean? And some people think that's gross, but I can relate to that. It's just
Yeah.
it's just funny. It's just funny. But shit,
I just hope aliens aren't watching us, right? We walk around
Ah,
with a little animal on a string and then pick up their poops and walk around with it. Just imagine if there was a higher being, aliens watching what we're doing, they'd go, all right, we got this.
You're too deep, Tony. You're too deep. Really, you are. You're too deep. You mean there's aliens watching people picking up poop? See, we wouldn't even say poop. I mean, I
I don't know where it came from.
don't even talk like that. You know what I mean? Wow.
Wait.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, it's funny
Look-
how things work out like this.
Look, when I first moved here, and of course I'm still working, and we go to the squares, and the people would be wearing just things like you wouldn't imagine, like a Mickey Mouse T-shirt, day glow shorts, big white socks, and sandals, right? And so then we went one day, and they were wearing, those moon boots that people jump up and down on.
That's right. Yeah.
I'm like, these people stopped giving a fuck 10 years ago.
They are all out of fucks to give.
And we said we found our people.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
That's true.
You all remember TV show Three's Company, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so here there's a Mrs. Roper.
Oh, I
club.
seen that. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all dressed
So
like
if you
Mrs.
think about
Roper and
Mrs.
red hair.
Roper, she had that red, orange, curly hair, and
Yeah.
she always wore a caftan, moo whatever. And so ladies will get together. Some ladies that you might see here dress up like Mrs. Roper and then go down to the square and dance.
Yeah,
Oh.
I seen that on the video that they had down there, but that was
That's
pretty
fun.
funny actually. Yeah, I mean, it looks
Mrs.
like everybody's.
Roper.
It looks like everybody's having a good time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
I mean, it
What
looks
it's
like.
all about. That's what it's all about, right?
Yeah.
Life
Yeah.
It is.
Enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it looks like everybody's having a good time. It's not like around here.
It's like day camp for senior citizens.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it seems like. It seems like
Yeah.
that, I mean,
the drama is just like high school.
Oh my God.
There's cliques.
Yes.
There's rumors.
yeah. So now, do you girls know the what was it, the golf cart girls? They have the same.
Oh yeah, I've watched them. They're down in the new areas, yeah, and then
Yeah.
they drive around in the new areas and they chat with each other in the golf cart.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So they have another, but I think that might be copying or something like that. But they're kind of like, I don't know, they're not funny, but they're okay. They're okay, but they're not funny. You know what I mean? They're okay, but hey, I'm not funny either. But neither are you, Coach.
Funny.
Yeah, right.
Funny looking.
Well, yeah. But yeah, I mean, you guys, it's been good, and I want to thank you too for coming on. I really appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Yeah,
Having us, yeah.
It was
Yeah.
it's the cleanest night talk I've ever been on. Right? Pretty much.
Well, you're welcome.
Yeah. No, I mean, no, it's been great. I hope you able to come back at one point. And
Sure.
what I wanted to ask.
Keep watching.
Well, I will, but I mean, I'll do one better for you. If you want to send me your MP3s of your shows, I'll put them on our distribution, and we'll have you have your own distribution on the radio. So
right.
we'll put you on iHeart and places like that. So you'll be everywhere
Right.
pretty much. So, but
Excellent.
all I need is a MP3 of your show, voice and marquee, and I'll do that for you, no problem. I think people will get a kick out of it, especially the people who listen to the people who listen to our type of nonsense, right? Basically,
I knew nonsense was going to make
No,
it.
I mean, we have Lauren Damage on tomorrow night, and she's she has I forget what she has. She has some.
She's having foot
I
problems.
don't know about her feet, but she has a like one of those fancy people on. I don't know who. I don't really know. She has like a lot of celebrity kind of people.
Yeah.
It's stuff like that. That's what she has on. But she's on.
Nice
yeah,
person.
yeah, she's very, very nice. But yeah, I mean, and you just tell me a night that you want, and I'll put in distribution, and I think it'll be great. I mean, try it out. We'll put you on everywhere, pretty much everywhere we have.
Great.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We'll look forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, but I mean, other than that, well, how long are your podcast anyway?
Well, we just have some videos like on YouTube of us doing our food reviews and that kind of thing.
So, okay. So what you do is you just rip the videos off YouTube and just convert them to MP3s. That's all you got to do.
Gotcha.
Yeah. That's all you got to do. And then each MP3 that you send me will be its own show. Right.
Okay.
So I think that will work out pretty cool. Actually, I think it'll be really good. But you have a lot of people that came with you tonight.
Great.
Yeah, a lot of people. A lot of people are watching you tonight. So congratulations to that. Because I know they're not looking at me, right?
Well, thanks so much for having us on. We had a lot of fun.
Yeah, thank
Yep.
you.
Very
nice to meet you.
guys, and
You too.
we'll see you again. We'll see you again sometime.
All
You
right.
might see us around one of those roundabouts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Well-
All
Don't
right.
use your turn signal.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
Take,
Nice to meet you, lady.
yeah. Take care.
Nice
You
to
too,
meet you.
guys. Bye bye.
Bye now.
Come on back.
Okay.
They will. We'll take care. Take care. So that was the Village Sisters, and that was Jen and Molly, and you'll be hearing from them again on Night Talk. Not on Night Talk. Well, on Night Talk, yeah, but you'll be hearing them from Armed Radio on our distribution platform, and they're very, very nice. I mean, I can't believe how restrained I was tonight. You know what I mean? It's like fucking restrained. You know what I mean? Now I'm not restrained
Now you're
anymore.
not.
No, now I'm not restrained anymore. But so I was down in Rhode Island today, Tony.
oh, really? Where?
Yeah. I was in Random. What the hell? It's kind of. I think it's a Pawtucket, but it was kind of like.
Oh, Pawtucket.
No, but I'm not sure. I'll tell you in a minute because I didn't even know this place existed. To tell you the truth, hold on. It was hold on one second. Rumford.
Oh yeah, Rumford's nice. It's on the other side of the bay.
Yeah, but what is it?
It's a town.
Oh, it is. I didn't even know. I never heard of it.
Yeah.
I never even heard of it.
I think I've heard it, to be honest with you.
So I went into, I went to buy some water today, in the gas station, and there was fucking signs all over the place, right? We don't have a restroom. We don't have a restroom.
Is this in Rhode Island?
Yeah. We don't have a restroom. So I go, can I use your restroom? He goes, can't you read? I go, well, I just bought gas. I'm buying water. The restroom's broke. You know what I mean? So, and that was in Attleboro.
I hate people.
Yeah. I don't know why people like
I mean,
that.
you just filled your gas tank up, right?
Yeah.
Just fill your gas tank.
I'm happy it wasn't Rhode Island.
Yeah.
Now, I can somewhat understand if they say we don't have a restroom for non-customers.
Yeah.
If they said something like that, it still isn't right. You got to take care of people.
Right.
But
Because they
didn't do
sell
that.
food.
They didn't do that.
They sell food there. Right?
Yeah.
They sell food there. So they should-
What are they doing? They're gonna go to the bathroom.
And they sell food that makes you have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
I mean, you can't, have a candy bar and you just go in the room and take a shit, right? I mean,
Shit, we didn't try to power.
actually, I wouldn't even go to the bathroom in a gas station, would you? I don't think I would.
I mean, if I had to, but I wouldn't.
I wouldn't do that.
See that as shit in your pants.
Yeah, I don't know. You could pack. You could pack it.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you can pack it. You know what I'm talking about, Tony?
No.
Every time he puts his head down, what the? I mean,
I don't know.
you used to camp, right, Tony? You used to go camping, okay? But you can't tell me every time you had to go to the bathroom, you pulled over and stopped.
All right. Do you want to hear this? You're
Yeah, I
not going
want
to believe it. So, going cross country 3 times in an RV with 5 kids, and never once we had a bathroom in the RV, a toilet, sink, whatever. If I tell you, not one time over 3 summers, 120 days on the road, did we ever use the bathroom in the RV.
Why?
I don't know. It was like it felt like we would have to be like sewer workers in there with all the hoses and.
Oh, really? I mean, well, it wasn't. The RV was, it wasn't a trailer, right?
No, it was a 31-foot Class C motorhome. It had a
Oh,
nice.
well, yeah. I mean, you can go to the bathroom, right? While you're driving down the highway.
But he said he did.
Yeah, exactly. We never
That's
did.
weird.
Not one time.
That's what
We
I'm
would,
saying.
we would stop at McDonald's or stop
I wouldn't go near McDonald's. Or
Yeah,
anything.
that's
if I had
weird.
that, if you don't have McDonald's, I
or
want
Walmart, somewhere where it was clean.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you put paper down too.
What do you mean?
If you go to McDonald's or something.
Well,
the paper-
McDonald's
Oh, yeah.
actually,
yeah.
McDonald's bathrooms are pretty clean.
No, they are, but still.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean,
I mean, compared to,
well, I mean, I don't know. I try to pack. Best thing to do is pack. You know, I can't. I don't feel comfortable going to the bathroom, in a place other than
bus stops.
Buc-ee's.
everybody was pretty regular. They'd go in the morning and then that was it until
Really?
either we were in a campground at night or the next morning.
This is a really shitty conversation, isn't it?
Yeah, very.
You know. Shit. Yeah.
Oh.
Tired?
Oh.
You know,
Oh.
tired?
All right, busy man. I'm a busy man.
Busy, really? How you doing? All right?
I'm living. That's
Yeah. Well,
nothing's changing.
yeah. You know, I mean,
I guess no news is good news.
yeah. Speak about news, though. This is, I believe, June 6th. Is it June 6th?
No,
June 5th. Yeah.
June
It's June 5th, and I just want to remind everybody about the
The tractor.
tractor races. They're coming up on July 4th weekend. Well, July 4th holiday, and the flyer should be out next week.
Yeah.
For that, we have a flyer for that, so you can put that on. You can screenshot that. And put
Now
it-
you're good. Now
we
you got.
had, just to let you guys know, we received 111 new entries this week, so we're up to 438 entries for the 4th.
Well, yeah. What? That's where this comes in. Before the big race, you're gonna have tryouts, right?
right,
You're gonna have tryouts, and
right.
You know,
so
you're gonna make the grade.
right. You're gonna make.
Jim Handy is taking care of all that.
Yeah, he is. Yeah,
Jimbo.
yeah. Jim Handy. Yeah, Jim Handy.
Jimbo.
That's a good job for him. That's a real good job for him.
Jimbo.
Yeah, so I just want to remind everybody on that. And next week, we have the incredible Dawn G with us. Dawn G, and she is incredible. Okay, and she'll be here next week on Night Talk. We'll talk to her about a couple things. And so we'll,
Can't wait.
Dawn G.
yeah, Dawn G. So she'll be here, and we'll talk about a few things that she likes to talk about. I guess. I don't know.
I mean,
Yeah,
how much can you bite your tongue?
no, I mean, I just, I don't want to like excite everybody.
You don't want to scare her away
No,
either.
no,
I think you've already excited everyone.
no, I don't want.
Yeah.
I don't want to like.
Everybody's all excited anyway.
You don't even have to try.
Yeah, I mean, but we have a new sponsor coming in I think another week or two. But they're sending us a product. But I don't know what I'm going to do with Coach. I just don't.
Should we? I think we got this new product. Should we talk a little bit about it? Give
Yeah,
you-
I think.
What
Yeah.
do I do now?
Well, this new product he can use. I don't know if you take showers. Oh, you do take showers.
No, I
So-
use the pool.
he takes 3 a day.
So this is chassis, and this is oatmeal and rice.
Rice.
And you put
Delicious in a smoothie.
you put it on your junk, and
Yeah, awesome.
you always stay fresh.
Tony used it for. You used it for koozies. What was it?
For a
Did-
smoothie. I mean, I use it to, like.
Didn't you? Yeah, didn't yeah. So, but
I
I
thought
mean,
that's what you had to do.
okay.
Listen,
So
don't
but
listen.
we have to be serious for a minute, because they did
Sponsor.
send us this, and this is kind of pricey. This stuff is kind of pricey. It's one bottle of this stuff is 3 bottles of baby
Baby
powder, the big ones. Okay,
Raise your hand if you're wearing some right now.
I am, and mention Joe Rocks. Oh, no, you can't mention it. You put it in the discount code, and you get 10% off.
Fair enough.
on this. So this is next week. I'll have it on the on a marquee, so you can see it. But that's what it is. It's good stuff, and it works very well.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll have to
Because
break it open then. huh?
well, because
Break it open?
you don't break it open here.
No, I'm not.
I mean,
I got to break it open. I said.
oh yeah, I thought you was gonna like start spreading, all of
No.
your junk in my
No, you got
friggin'
your,
in the studio. I mean, no, I don't know.
A little public service announcement. When you open the cap,
Yeah.
there are 3 little holes, but they're not punched out. So you got to get a pin or something and knock them out. Otherwise, you can't shake it.
I shake it 3 times.
You do really?
If
Open it up. You have to poke the little holes in the.
Yeah, I mean,
shake it 1 or 3 times, you're playing with it. So 3 times is the limit.
oh, is that so?
That's a true
Is
story.
that so? I just want to. well, you know, and I did have something that I wanted to pull up for the coach because
If it's sort of,
well, yeah, so
if
we
it's sort
so
of babe, I don't want to see it.
no,
That'd be
so
a babe.
so anyway, I commented on a what do you call it, TikTok, right? And I sent it to the coach. Did you look at it?
I don't know. You TikTok me all kinds of stuff.
Hold on one second. You got to see this one. Hold
TikTok
on.
me all kinds of stuff.
Hold on one second. I don't know if I pulled it down. Hold on one second. Let me just see. Give me 1 second. No, I don't think I did. Hold on.
When did you send it?
So anyway, hold on 1 second. Let me just see this here. 1 minute. You got to keep. Oh yeah, this is the one. This is the one. This is the one. So anyway, you know, like I told you, I you know, I say things, you know, but I don't say things to be mean, right? I just say things to be, you know, just to get a rise out of people, you know, maybe get some conversation out of them and stuff like that type of thing, you know. So this broad's in there, and you know, I mean, she's a good-looking broad, right? She's good looking, and anyway, she's complaining that she can't find anybody and this and that and all this stuff. And then at the almost very end her spiel, she says that, you know, she's a single mother of 2. And then what I wrote to her, and you'll see what I wrote to her, and she answered me back. Okay.
Don't spoil it.
No, but yeah, but I was kind of like shocked at the way she answered me back because, I don't know. It was kind of like too nice for me. Do you know what I'm saying?
All right. Well, let's see.
Yeah, let's see.
Maybe I am.
Okay, here she
Isn't
is.
that like the whole point? So it took me over a year to finally post on TikTok, like to get over the fear of putting yourself out there, being vulnerable, talking about what happened to you, and you know, getting some nice feedback, some not nice feedback. But isn't that the whole point of like human connection? To come on here. Some people are single moms, some are single dads, some are in happy marriages, some are not happy marriages. Like that's the whole point. So I love that you called that out because it's literally why I'm here. I've connected with like so many nice people, and honestly, it's easier than connecting with people in my community sometimes because a lot of people know what happened to me, and it's embarrassing and shameful. And I didn't want to leave the house when people found out. And you know, a lot of people are caring, but some people are like, "Oh, she deserved to be cheated on," and that's, you know, part of her karma or whatever people were saying about me. So it's nice to talk to like a single mom from Oregon who's doing the same thing that I met like on this app. And I feel like it gives people a way to feel less lonely and more connected and in a safe way. Like we don't have to see each other face to face yet. Like we can connect on this app, and you think your situation is bad. And if even some of the stories on here are true, like there's some really heartbreaking stories on here. And so we help each other. Like I was telling my girlfriend who's not on TikTok this analogy, and I think maybe it'll help some people who think about this differently. TikTok can be like fun with dancing and like the younger generation, but we're little like TikTok Sherpas. Like all of us have these mountains that I don't know if we're going to climb it. I don't know if I'll make it to the top. Maybe I'll die on my way up. My heartbreak, you know, mountain, somebody else's bankruptcy mountain, but we're all little Sherpas on this app talking to each other, helping each other, being vulnerable, and connecting like as humans, because nothing's perfect and nobody knows what they're doing. At least I don't. If you go back a few videos where I'm asking dating advice, people are probably thinking to themselves, there's not one sharp tool in her shed. Well, maybe you're right. Well, guess what? It's only up from here, right? So I don't know, go out and be vulnerable and be a little Sherpa and love life. And yeah, maybe I am a single mom on this app, and that's what I'm here for. Yeah.
I told you. I wrote that. I'm the author of that. Okay.
You wrote that?
Yeah, can't you see it? That's a picture of me right there. See, that's me right there. That's me.
Yeah, I see you.
Yeah. Right here on that thing. It says, I wrote just another single mother in an already crowded flooded dating pool with single mothers. That's all I wrote. You know what I mean? But she didn't come back at me like, you know, she came back at too sweet. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
I mean, that what she just said was a response to what you wrote?
yeah.
That's what he said, yeah.
Oh, okay.
it was too like syrupy kind
Very
of.
sweet. Very
Yeah,
sweet.
you know, and I you know,
Two kids.
yeah, I wanted her like to get combative and stuff like that. I mean, I can't, you know, there's no response for that for me.
Good for you, the healed mama.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, good for you.
Good for you. You're putting good karma out in the universe. Good
Yeah,
vibes.
yeah. So I mean, that's, you know, we'll be who will be back next week will be Frankie. Frankie will be back next week.
The siren.
He's
Oh
not.
my God.
He's not the siren. He wants another chance to coach. You embarrassed him. Okay.
I embarrassed him. I
Yeah.
didn't even know the guy.
No, but you said, "What the fuck is that?" You know, and
Yeah, you did.
Frankie heard that, so he goes, "You know, could you give me another chance?"
Tell him
No,
The guy saved a lot of lives, Coach. I think it was kind of rude.
I'm sure he did.
no. I mean, you're just fucking rude, man. I mean, that's just the way you are, you know. But I mean, he's coming back next week with this new thing. So Frankie will be here. Don G, give it up.
See you again, Frank.
Don G will be here, and she will. She is what? Well, we'll let people decide on that. Let the people decide. And we do have a new sponsor. We actually Chassis is going to be with us for 2 weeks, and then we have a new sponsor after that one. So I don't know how they're coming in, but I think because of maybe the pole polisher.
Oh yeah. These
I'm
are
not-
like complimentary products.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Mm.
But on the next one, the coach can use this stuff here. But I don't know if coach will be able to use the stuff that's coming in.
Why, it's Richie?
No, it's not. I mean, Tony can use it.
Oh, there you go.
Well, I'm going to use it. I'm going to try it. You know what I mean? I don't know if you're going to try it. You know, you got, on your lady friend. I can't say anything else because
He had it tonight. He could use it tomorrow night. After the camp.
You got a date tomorrow night?
No, at the campground.
What are you going up in the what do you call it? You going up the Zinger?
The RV. Yeah, the Zinger. Zinger.
You going up in the Zinger?
Going up in the Zinger.
Oh, whoa! And what's going on up there?
We'll have to do a little investigation.
Actually, when they were talking, Jen and Molly, that would be a perfect place for the coach. He'd be like the cock of the walk down
Oh,
there.
he would. You would be the king of
You'd be the king. They'd call you King Cock. Okay.
King Cock?
Yeah. Okay.
Casey?
Speaking about cock,
Casey?
we have a cock doc on next week too. I forgot to say that too. So we have a lot of things going on next week. Okay. I want to clear it tonight for Jen and Molly, but next week we got a cock doc, and he's going to talk about different things and stuff like that. So that's another good thing that's coming up.
So anybody with roosters that are having problems, just make sure you tune in.
But I mean, no, he would be the cock of the walk over at the Villages. I mean, he has a great personality, right? He can put his hat backwards, walk around with the sunglasses, and
Yeah. I can sit at some of my place on the East Coast and move to the West Coast.
yeah. I
He
mean,
can
you would
Two sets.
actually you would love it there. I think.
I think so too.
You know what I mean?
I think
It's
so.
I mean, it's probably it's a laid back place. You know what I mean? And
You
then
would cause so much chaos there, Coach.
oh yeah, I know we
Well,
would.
Friends,
Yeah, he would.
well, always think that's why all the women.
Yeah, they'd be all over his house every
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
night. Yeah, they'd be all over his house every night.
oh my
You know,
God.
I'd have to have a pool in the backyard.
yeah,
I'd
they'd
have
be at his house every fucking night. You know what
80
I'm saying?
years old.
Yeah.
That's why I asked about.
No, I mean, like she said, there's like,
What's 80 years old?
well, I mean,
Guy?
yeah, she must be she must be a smoke show for 80.
Yeah,
If you think about it. I mean,
that's what I'm talking about.
well, yeah, I don't know.
I get on there.
I don't even think. Can they do anything at 80 though?
I can't do it in there at 60, so
No, but I mean, can they do anything at 80?
I don't know. I can't.
And then again, you can't do anything at what age?
No, I mean, he said he can't do anything. Now, but, can you do anything? I mean, can they do anything at 80? Those women?
I think they can do everything they want to do.
Really?
I think so.
Yeah. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't know.
Coach, you have firsthand knowledge. What's your
So yeah, I mean, that is the absolute best place for you to go.
Perfect.
It's
Perfect.
unbelievable, man.
Perfect.
I'll even help you move down there.
I'd be a, I'd
You'd be a rock
I'd-
fucking
oh,
star.
I'd
Are you
be-
shitting me?
oh, I'd be the man.
Yeah.
I'd
He'd be the
man.
fucking bee's knees down there. You know what I'm saying? He'd be a fucking rock star walking around. Okay, hopping on his fucking cart, shooting down the village area there.
Yeah, get it nice.
Ladies, yeah, give me a drink over there. They go over buy it.
There's one more.
See? I mean, huh? I mean, that, you know, this guy. He has to. This is an emergency call.
It is. Hello.
It's an emergency call. This
What's
fucking
that?
guy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Did he give you one of these?
You got cool them all, right?
You know, did he give it? Did he
Oh,
give
yeah.
it? Did he give it to
Oh,
Junior?
yeah, I used it.
Oh, you know you
I
did
told you I put it in my
on your head.
Andy's a long ride.
smoothie. No, I should have though. I drove around today with the top down and made it worse.
Oh, you did.
In your Camaro?
Time to
Yeah.
now.
In the Camaro, yeah. Yeah, that's a perfect place for him.
Time to now.
You know what I mean?
He would be. He would be.
I mean, he'd be the fucking mayor over there. You know what I'm saying?
His friends would be paying him just to bring him.
Yeah.
And
And what did you say about him before? He's a what?
Yeah.
He'd be a friend.
He's a friend to those who have none.
And a lot of those single women have no friends, right? That would be Coach, right?
He
You
would
know?
be right. He'd be their friend.
Oh yeah, you shit me.
Be careful. Be home at midnight.
He would make those twilight years just so much more fulfilling.
Yeah, are you shitting me? Yeah,
I'll be-
now you know I'm thinking about it. I've been there before in one of those
Please be careful.
those places. You know those things that they have there. You know those like they.
Oh, you rented one?
No. I didn't rent one. My aunt. I stayed with my aunt over there, and but I went downtown. Man, those people are fucking wild, man. They just fucking drink. I mean, he'd be like the fucking king. You know what I mean? You wouldn't have to buy nothing down there. Everything would be supplied to you. Imagine that.
All them babes.
Yeah, all them fucking.
Yeah, I heard them from somebody else too. They're very short guys down there. Very short.
You'd be a sugar baby.
Yeah, you'd be actually, you probably get taken care of, right? You think so?
I think it's like three broads to one down there or something like that.
Oh, so you can have my 3 too. Oh, how about that?
And well, Tony's.
And Tony's 3. So that means you have 9 fucking broads down there for you. What do you
Without
think
even
about
trying. That's without even trying.
that? Right. You know, and you'd have dinner every night to go. They'll all be fighting to you. You know,
Oh yeah, get me over to their house.
yeah, no shit, and take advantage of you and stuff.
Get an 80-year-old and
Yeah, I mean, whatever. You know what I mean? You know, you'd have a fucking ball, man. That's fucking going out in style. Okay.
You know what we could do, Joe? On one of the shows, like on assignment,
Yeah.
we could drive him down there, drop it off, video the whole thing, and we're going to leave him there for 3 weeks, and then we come back and see what's left of him.
Want to do that? You want to do that?
I didn't hear him. I have my head.
See? He's fucking ballless, man. He likes to just hang around down
All
Mary
right,
Ann's.
I'm going.
Yeah. He's
All
going.
right.
Yeah, he's done.
I gotta run.
Hey, so thanks everybody for
Yeah.
for coming in tonight. Really
Great show.
appreciate it.
Great
And
show tonight, boys.
yeah, it was cool.
Oh, yeah, we're still on. We're still live, Coach. You can't leave yet.
Yeah, he can leave. He can leave. Actually, yeah, we have a lot of watchers. The watchers can watch you leave. You know what I mean?
All right.
Huh?
All right.
We'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week. We have the Dick Doctor on. We have Frankie. Frankie's on. Fabulous Dawn G will be on. So she is fabulous. Who else did I say? Oh, we'll talk more about our
Race.
the big race, which is July 4th race. And so thank you for watching us.
That's
and
rain or shine at the race, right?
no, it's rain. I mean, it's shine.
Just shine.
Shine only.
Okay.
No, rain or shine. It's got to be rain or shine.
Yeah, and thank you to Jen and Molly
Yes,
for coming
very
on.
nice job.
Appreciate it. And I hope to see you guys again. And that's it for me. Coach, you got anything to add?
I'm all done tonight. Thank you
I know
very
you're all
much, folks.
fucking
Have a
done,
good
buddy.
weekend.
I know you're all done.
Enjoy the hot weather
I know you're
and
all done.
enjoy the pools.
Yeah.
All
And
right,
that's
buddy.
it. That's it. Good night, everybody from Night Talk. This is Night Talk with Joe Rocks on Armed Radio in Boston. Good night, everybody.